folks. I am so excited. Let me pop over here so you folks can see me. I'm laughing because today is so exciting. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Adobe Live. My name is VooDoo Val, and I am going to be with you for an hour today doing some illustrations, some branding, and all that good stuff, but with a very me sort of twist. Can you folks in chat, can you guess what might be the theme of today? Guess what is one of my favorite things that I always try to talk about on these streams? Does anything come to mind? Let me know in the chat. Please, if you folks are hanging out on the YouTube channel, smash that subscribe button, subscribe to us, and you'll get notifications for when you can see some other super cool designers and all the good stuff that's coming up next on Adobe Live. We've got a whole day jam-packed with design and cool stuff today, so there's definitely more coming up after me. And if you are over on the Behance chat, check out our Instagram. Check out our YouTube channel if you haven't been over there yet, if you're just chilling over on Behance. No Star Trek. No. All right, guys. Yes, I think everybody's pretty much on the same page as me. We are doing a Star Wars themed coffee bar called the High Grounds Cantina. I am so excited about this. You guys know when you put together an art piece and you post it on Instagram and you wake up the next morning and you're like, oh my goodness, what have I done? But every once in a while you have one of those projects where you finish it up or you create something for it, and no matter how many times you look at it, you're still super pleased. It doesn't happen super often for me, but this is one of those times, folks. So I'm gonna pop over here and I'm gonna let you see it, okay? I think I might have my Wacom up here, so I'm actually going to pop over here. Hey, we are going to be getting into Adobe Express a little bit today, but this is my my little branding page I did for High Grounds, and we're going to be working in here today. Very excited. So I'm just going to kind of like zoom around over here so you folks can see. This is the logo for High Grounds, and for all of you Star Wars fans in the chat, this is particularly special because you know that the whole "don't try it, Anakin, I have the high ground" is like a super famous line from Star Wars where Obi-Wan and Anakin are fighting on Mustafar, and the H in High Grounds is actually the top of Darth Vader's castle. It's his like super dope castle on Mustafar, so I thought that would be perfect. So this is our High Grounds logo, which we're going to be doing some different color combinations and things for this, and I'm going to read you the brief I put together. So High Grounds Coffee Cantina is a vibrant cafe. Also, let me know how the audio levels are. I want to make sure that I'm not too loud, and I realized that you guys couldn't hear the music, so hopefully you can hear the music now. High Grounds Coffee Cantina is a vibrant cafe inspired by the iconic themes of Star Wars. This cafe offers a unique experience where patrons can enjoy their favorite beverages amidst a setting that transports them to a galaxy far away. High Grounds features themed decor, interactive elements, and a menu that nods to beloved sci-fi lore. Our mission is to provide a space that appeals to both diehard fans and casual visitors, fostering a sense of community and excitement. So, voice is super low for you? All right, let me see if I can crank that up a little bit. How's that? Voice lower than usual? Let me know if that's good. I just bumped it up a little bit. I hope that my music is not too loud as well. Sometimes, you know, you start your stream and everything is reset. That's what happened to me today. I opened my Streamlabs and it was like, would you like to reset all of your settings and start from scratch and hope that you nail it as soon as you go live? Better by far. Oh my god, too loud? Too loud? Oh no! Hopefully that's okay. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! Streaming fairies, help! Clipping voice? Okay, hopefully not. It's not in the red anymore. I am loud. I apologize to any. Oh no! Let me open my Slack just to make sure that I'm not totally destroying ears completely. We'll fix on your end. I'm here for it. Okay. Let me know if this is good. Let me know if this is good. I apologize. I got nervous, okay? I got nervous. I cranked it up, and I was like, how's that? Now too low. Oh, good Lord. How's that? My ear balls. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the stream where you can only hear half of the time, and when you can hear me, it's not good. It's not great. Better than the clipping. Oh, dear. I'm going to do a little of this, and then I'm going to crank it up this way. How is that? I'm trying not to be too insane about it, but... All right. I'm going to continue like this, and you guys are going to let me know if that's comfortable for you. Hopefully it is. Hopefully I didn't just ruin it again. Somewhere in between too low and maximum would be ideal. That is a good, yeah, that's that's a good idea. So, High Grounds Coffee Cantina is cosplay friendly, okay? Sci-fi nostalgia is a big deal here. Perfect? Okay. There's a themed menu, and it's kind of a community hub. So fans of Star Wars specifically, science fiction fans, people who are nerds, you know, will adjust, no worries, Val. Okay, you guys are very sweet to me, thank you. Also, hello, Miss Melanie, thank you so much for jumping in today. It's good to see you. So this is our kind of little blurb about what we're working on for it today, okay? These are the colors I have chosen, and I have named them. So we have Sith Gaze, which is that good Sith gold. We have Kylo Red, because we needed this. Dark Side, of course. We have our light blue, which is called New Hope. We have our dark blue, which is Deep Camino, and then our soft green color, which is Soft Yavender. And I hope that everybody gets all of these references. If not, lie to me, because I'm super proud of these. And then we have our menu. So under our coffee, we have Minoc Mocha, Lightspeed Latte, Han Rolo Macchiato, which is like a chocolate and caramel macchiato. I thought that would be amazing. The Han's Shot Espresso, which I thought was definitely necessary. Our regular drinks that are not coffee are the Jabba Juice, the Hoth Chocolate, and the Dagobatcha Matcha, which I thought a nod to Yoda or Grogu would be good for the green matcha. Cream options are boring until you get to the end of the list and you realize that you do get to order blue milk as a milk option. And then we have the Admiral Snack Bar instead of Admiral Akbar, which I'm quite pleased with. We have the Obi-Wan Cannoli Special, which is coffee and a cannoli, the Death Star Donut, No Moon Pie, C-3P Oatmeal, the Kessel Rum Cake, and the Anakin Sandy Special, which is a sandwich meal. And I hope that you folks enjoy all of the shenanigans that I have going on in here. We have our hot and cold icons for kind of creating a menu. So if it's hot coffee or served hot, it will have the little Kylo saber. If it's cold, it will have the regular saber, and if it is a vegan option, you will get your little Yoda or Baby Yoda icon next to it. And then I have a couple of patterns, which literally were just rows of symbols from the font that I used. So this is what we've got going on here, and I do really want to highlight our good friend Jack, because I don't know if you guys saw, we've got a Death Star donut, folks. And I thought, to myself, it's going to be really fun to illustrate some of these menu items, but who better to do a donut than the one and only Jack Watson? So I'm going to come over here because Jack made us our Death Star donut, and I'm going to go ahead and unhide it here. It's been hiding secretly. Look at that. Jack. Jack, I screamed. I screamed, Jack. I messaged Jack and I was like, hey, I'm doing this. There's a donut included. Do you want to do a donut? And she was like, of course I want to make a donut. And you really outdid yourself. I love this. It's fabulous. It's going on the menu. It's going to be great. Who doesn't want this? Yes. So everybody, please give Jack a follow because Jack is fabulous and incredible. If you were watching the challenge earlier, that was the Jack Watson, and you don't want to miss any of the content that she's putting out because it's fabulous. So I've got a little menu thing here that is available. If you folks would like to create stuff with me, check out the description, folks, because this project is available for you. In the description below. You guys can, that's why, I don't know if you noticed that I've over-organized all of my stuff in here. That is because I was going to share it with you. So you have it. Now we all have it. And we can kind of get this show on the road. And I think that I've been talking for about 10 minutes here, and I know that we had some issues with the audio, so hopefully we haven't wasted too much time. But let's kind of jump into it. So the first thing that I want to do is create some illustrations of some select menu items, because I want to be able to jump into Adobe Express and kind of create some little animations or just like little menu icons, things that the high grounds could put on their social media. And then we want to create like a full menu. So let's go ahead. I'm going to, I think this is our overview, and I definitely want to hide our overview. We're going to leave the menu up because we kind of need that, but I am going to hide for now. I'm going to hide the, well, maybe I won't hide the menu colors, not just yet, because I'm gonna use this whole thing, like this, the background and all this stuff is gonna be like a trifold menu. We're gonna put that together. But let's do some sketches and stuff for our items. We've got our Death Star donut. I'm just going to drag my new layer right up here, and we can kind of pull our Death Star right up here. And we're gonna do some sketches. So I really thought that it would be great, honestly, for the milk and cream options to definitely have a cup of blue milk. So I'm gonna do something that is just like very simple. We're not going to be extra fancy with a lot of this stuff, and that is because, number one, if I am left to my own devices here, I'm gonna draw too much Star Wars the entire time, and I realize that that's technically the point of this, but we definitely want to get into some other things. So, and I'm also doing a style here which is a little different than my norm. You know, a lot of this is very, very clean design, very iconic. Literally. And not really the like sketchy, crazy stuff that you're used to from me. Like it's very clean stuff, which I also think lent itself well to kind of doing this little mini collab with Jack, because Jack's stuff is very precise. So I'm gonna do these sketches, which are gonna be a little bit messy, but the sketches are gonna end up being more clean as far as designing with shapes and things like that. So let's go ahead and say enter. That's gonna be the blue milk. We could also make it a picture, I suppose, but I feel like that's not really gonna cut it. And I might even put like a little label here, and put milk on it, because that would be kind of cool. And we'll clean that up later. Which items are you guys feeling like we also need an illustration for? I feel like we should do at least one for each. So we have one for the milk options. We have our Death Star donut for the Admiral's snack bar. I'm thinking, honestly, I'm thinking the Dagobatcha Matcha could be a good one. And maybe the Hanrolo Macchiato, but I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Why is that, Val? To challenge yourself? You mean like doing the like different illustration than usual? I think it's because, number one, we definitely have a lot of moving parts for this, and this is a style that will kind of force me to not be so precious about all of the individual pieces because I don't have to like paint them up the way that I typically like to paint them. And so maybe it's like kind of giving me permission to not be so precious with things, but also a little bit, you know, as far as challenging oneself, because when's the last time you guys saw me do like a full branding project on Adobe Live? I usually am like, okay, here's some illustration, and then maybe we pull it in and kind of run through some shenanigans in Adobe Express. But, you know, this is like the most like put together, I think, branding project, like branding identity, branding guide that I've done on Adobe Live in a long time. And I wanted it to have an overarching style and vibe. And the way that it sort of came together was a lot more clean and precise. And so I'm trying to like stick to that. Also, I was thinking that it would be really, really fun if all of the coffees and things did look like cocktails. Because I feel like cocktails have a lot more in the way of like design elements that we can add. Like we can put a little Kylo saber here and have this, like maybe this is, I don't know, a, what would be like a marshmallow? It could be a marshmallow. We can make this a marshmallow for the hot chocolate. I don't know what you guys think of that, but I think that would be adorable. I don't know if you're not going to be able to see it in the glass though, so maybe we just have it kind of draped over top. I don't know if that will come across as like, it's like a, you know, like a toothpick. Once we start to kind of really detail these though, we can definitely make it a little more clean, make a little more sense. But also, since these are illustrations, hold on. If these are illustrations, maybe I can do this, because if I'm illustrating it, I can draw the marshmallow over top, and A, nobody can stop me. And B, maybe that would be kind of cool design-wise, like so that you can see that it's kind of a, you know, it's kind of a cocktail type thing, but like with non-cocktail stuff. So we can have like layers of chocolate in here, and then we can have like the froth and stuff up there, and then this will be like our little hot chocolate. Maybe it should have a handle, which this is kind of cute. And so that will be our, yeah, our hot chocolate. In a totally improper glass for it, but something that I feel like I always say when we do things that are not usual is that we are the masters of this realm and we can pretty much do whatever we want. Let me go through here and peek at comments and stuff, because I want to make sure I'm not missing too many people. Welcome in, Bruce. Clever, it's good to see you. Wade, Acuff, holding it down in the chat. Good to see you. Uma, Alejandro, hello. Z says Boston Cream. Hey, that's a good idea. We could do Bothan Cream. Oh no. I need some Star Wars puns in the chat, folks. I really do. Hope you've properly protected the vents on that donut. We have not. That was not the point. No. Boba Fett's, or Fett's boba tea for me. Okay, I was trying to figure out if I should do boba stuff for boba tea, or if we should do, like, 50 cents add frog boba because Baby Yoda eating the frog eggs. I don't know. I don't know if that's too dark, though, so let me know. Jabba juice, freshly squeezed. Yes, indeed. 3 Jawas in a trench coat trying to order at the bar. Yes. And I wonder if we should do like a little Jawa anything. Why did you fry poor Greedo? Because he did not shoot first. He fried himself, okay? He fried himself. Maybe it should also be, I wonder if we could, I was just thinking this, if I wanted to, instead of making this a cup, we could also do blue milk as a carton. I don't know. Could be cool. Maybe blue milk needs to be a carton. Blue milk might need to be a carton. It's possible. It might look a little more dynamic that way. Okay. Salacious Bee Crumb Cake. Dude, Salacious Crumb. For those of you who don't know, Salacious Crumb is that little thing that sits next to Java and is like, like that guy. If you clip the sound that I just made, I won't talk to you. I'm sorry for doing that. I need a carbonite freeze too. Ooh, carbonite freeze. Gosh, these are good. Okay, let me get my, I feel like the Lightspeed Latte is good. The Han Rolo Macchiato might be good too, but we already have the Han's Shot Espresso. So I'm thinking we might replace a couple of these, and we might do, let me see. Sorry, guys. No, don't clip it. I think we do need a carbonite freeze. So I'm going to replace Minoc Mocha with carbonite. Is that how you spell carbonite? Yeah, carbonite freeze. But that's not a coffee. So, well, it could be a coffee, but it doesn't sound like one. So we're going to come over here. We're going to actually cut this out. And we're going to put this in the regular drinks. Boom. Carbonite freeze. Let's also, I'm thinking about the Salacious Crumb Cake, because that would be pretty cool. I'm thinking about it. I am thinking about adding that one. But we do have the Kessel Rum Cake already. And I feel like Kessel Rum instead of Kessel Run was really cool, but you guys let me know which you like better. So we're adding the carbonite freeze. Let's do, I'm trying to think of what the Lightspeed Latte or Han Rolo or Han's Shot could look like. I'm not exactly sure. I'm trying to keep an eye on our time here too. We're about halfway. Wookie pies would be cool. I thought about that as well. Must keep the rum cake. Okay, must keep the rum cake. I was also thinking of a Leia themed cinnamon roll, because the Leia buns are always referred to as cinnamon rolls. So I did think about that as well. I'm thinking we also need to do what would a Lightspeed Latte look like? Honestly, maybe we don't have to do one for each. Maybe we can kind of do our own thing. I keep forgetting as well that we are the masters of this realm. Okay, what if the Han's Shot Espresso? I'm gonna look up Han's Blaster. What if the cup is shaped like the barrel of his blaster? Let me see, Han's Blaster. We're gonna see. Yeah, okay. What if yeah. So I'm gonna do a little circle. This is our little cup. And Han's Blaster has this little thing that has these circles all down it, but we can just have that as a design on it. And then it goes down into a kind of thing like this. That's my sketch, and it can get better, but we could do this as like the Han shot espresso. And I don't know, I feel like maybe if we like really work at that, it would be iconic and recognizable. Like we could probably make that happen. But just something that like nods to it. Carbonite in the Lightspeed latte looks like shooting stars going down like a nicely drawn Guinness. Yeah, yeah. On the carton, put a missing poster of Luke. Jay? Can I just say platonically that I love you and I love that. I think that you are a genius. I must have made a weird new layer down here by accident. Oh my goodness. Yes. Lost poster of Luke on the milk carton. It's happening. And it's gonna be like not super detailed, but let's do like, you know, like his little hairdo. And well, it's gonna be like kind of icon-esque. And we'll give him his robes. And we'll make it better, but yeah, this is gonna be, we'll give him his lightsaber too, so that it's like recognizable from a distance. So that's gonna be okay. I'm gonna stop sketching. I might make some more of these things like later, you know, outside of the stream, but we really need to start to build these up and make them icons and things we can use in this. So I'm just going to use my polygonal lasso tool, okay? And I'm going to make them, not like that. I'm gonna make this relatively quickly. I don't know if that's exactly how I wanted to do that. Hold on. I need to follow this better. I'm gonna do it by not holding shift and unless I'm going down. So the proportions of this are going to be slightly off. I'm sure that nobody cares too much if it's slightly different. And I am going to make a new layer. And let's grab our colors here. I'm going to grab our New Hope color for our blue milk, and we're going to throw that in there. And then on I'm going to come under like here, under this, and turn the fill or opacity down just so I can keep an eye on this. And on a clipping mask, I'm going to continue to use my polygonal lasso tool. So I've just created a clipping mask here so I can come in underneath it and make as many clipping masks as I want. I'm going to deselect, come in with my polygonal lasso tool, which I'm accessing now just by hitting L on my keyboard. And I am going to start just cutting stuff out. And it's going to be slightly different than what Jack has done because we are different artists. But I think honestly that it will be good enough. I think that it will be. Let's go ahead and snag something that is just slightly lighter, but not quite the New Hope color. Okay, and deselect, use my lasso tool. We're gonna make this look 3D real quick. Boom. And I'm also gonna use that up top here. Deselect, make a new selection. Boom. Love it. And then let's brighten this side. Let's deselect, make a new selection. Boom, 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 boom. And let's grab something that is lighter. Okay. Okay. That's a milk carton right there in 3D. Looking pretty good. I think it looks fine with our stuff. Now let's make our little Luke, shall we? And I am going to grab let's do our elliptical marquee tool. We're gonna just put his little head in here. Are we gonna make him this orange? I don't know. Let's do this background color because that works. And let's go ahead and make a new one. I'm trying to do this at light speed. We're gonna come in and make his little body. Who is that said we should do this? I should know because I told you how much I love you. But I just, you know. Let's make them... That's fine. We're gonna have to do it this way because we don't have tons of variation. Let's go ahead and say deselect. Maybe I should swap these colors actually. Make him tan and make this... Yeah, that's probably the way to do it. And let's remove a portion of this from the bottom. Yeah, so there's a separation there. And then let's add his little hairdo. Jay, yes. Jay, this is such a good idea. This is such a good idea. Let's grab, I'm gonna grab this color actually just from Jack's piece. I'm gonna come over here and grab like the regular hard round opacity. He kind of has like ash blonde hair, really, but this might not be as accurate to his hairdo as we really want it, because I just want to kind of like put him in here well enough. Maybe we can grab some of the gray. I feel like that's too dark. Let's snag this and let's come down into like a gray color, or a gray-ish brown for this. That might be as good as we get it, folks. Maybe a little lighter. Good enough for me. Good enough for me. Let's put his little eyes. I feel like we should just do like this. Like it shouldn't be uber detailed. Let me find this. I'm gonna lock that transparency and we are going to grab this color and make it slightly darker, and we're just gonna go ahead and have you seen this whiny boy? Have you seen this whining child? He's lost. That's good enough. We could also do a little missing. I don't know if this is maybe too much, but let's grab this and I'm just gonna sketch. Missing. I know we're probably running out of time. How much time do we have? Oh no, we're not. We're literally still only like halfway through. Okay. I was trying to be speedy because I always take way too long to do this stuff. Let me write milk, and let's use our font that we have, Cubano. Do we want it in italic? I think we want it in regular, and we're gonna free transform it. So let's come over, let's make this a little bit bigger. Everyone who is a typographer or loves fonts, text, respects fonts and typefaces, look away, darlings. Look away. I don't want you to see what I'm doing to this font. Milk. Let's do the same thing for the missing, honestly. Because now that I know we have more time. Screaming in pixels, yeah. He's not lost. He's getting a haircut. Is he? Is he? Or did he run headlong into a galaxy far, far away with a stranger? He has a very interesting way of getting himself into trouble. Okay, there's missing. Oh no. And then over here, we're gonna put blue milk. Blue, and we might change the colors of this, you know? Blue milk, transform, skew. Oh, I ruined that. Hold on. Let's try this again. Good enough. Right, chat? Can I don't want to warp it. It won't let me distort it because I didn't convert it to a smart object first. This will have to do though. Blue milk. I don't want it to be too crazy. Maybe it doesn't need to be on this side as well. I'm trying to think that like maybe it's too much detail. So I'm gonna actually hide that one for now, and we can just do one of these little things. I'm not sure if I like that. Let's grab this, and let's just do, yeah, some little designs. I think that's kind of cool. I like that. I like that. I feel like that's enough to get the point across. So I'm going to select all of this stuff, group it, and then I'm going to convert it to a smart object and call this blue milk. And then because it's a smart object, I can resize it and do all kinds of crazy stuff. Let's make this smaller, and that will go with our donut. I like it. I feel like that reads as obviously a little missing a little missing poster for Luke on the side of the milk. Has anyone looked for him in the trash compactor? I don't think so. I don't think so. His saber's been confiscated because he was a naughty boy. Yeah, I thought about adding the saber, but then I'm thinking like it's going to be a little bit smaller. That's about how big it's going to be, and I'm wondering if we're losing a little bit of like losing the details in the size that it needs to be. It would be a really fun artistic project, like illustration project to do on its own, but since it's going to be tiny, I think I'll forego the lightsaber because I think that that reads well enough. Let's see, produced by Vader Dairies, yeah. Luke, I am your hairstylist. Oh no! When R2-D2 gets sassy, Luke gets a C-3P. Yeah, C-3PO. Okay, let's do now. Let's go ahead. So we've got our milk. What else do we have? We have to do our Hans shot espresso. So let's grab, I'm going to delete that little sketch because we don't need that anymore. We're going to, actually, so the Hans shot espresso we'll do last. Only because I feel like, this one is like more visually appealing. So we're going to duplicate that. How much time do we have left? Do we even have time to do another illustration? I guess we have 20 minutes. I definitely want to get into doing, stuff in Adobe Express. So I will start this one. I'm going to start this one, and as we get through it, I might pause, and we'll go, you know, into doing our next step. But I definitely want to try. Let's see if I can do this quickly. Okay. Very quickly, very quickly. Let's grab this color from our color swatches. Let me make sure I'm on my other layer. Boom. Very quick. Get a little bit of perspective going on there. Tiny bit, just a tiny bit. Not fancy, not crazy. Let me also make sure I'm erasing with the hard round brush. And we are going to grab that Kylo red, and we're going to lock transparency on this. We're going to do a little of that. Boom. We've got our little lightsaber in there. Let's go ahead and do our marshmallow, which I think our marshmallow is going to be this background color because we are going to make the background brown. So let's go ahead and, ooh, I should probably make the background that brownish purple color real quick. Just so that we don't, let me turn my smoothing on. Just so that we don't lose this in translation. Also, to get these straight lines, because I am painting in Photoshop, what I'm doing is I am tapping where I want my line to start, holding shift and tapping in a new location, and that does draw a perfectly straight line from point A to point B. If you guys are wondering how I was just kind of tapping that into existence there. Let's duplicate that and flip it just so I can make sure. Pretty symmetrical. Pretty darn symmetrical. Look at me. Look at me, Ma. Drawing like it's my job. That's crazy. It's almost like I should make this an occupation. Let me turn the smoothing down. Get that shape in there. We're definitely going to add some cream and stuff to the top of this so it looks like, you know, like snowy Hoth mountains, that sort of thing. Let's go ahead and grab this, and I'm going to make a little marshmallow. That's going to be on our little cocktail saber. And where's our orange? Let's lock transparency. That's just gonna go in there like that. And then how are we going to convey that this is kind of a, let me grab maybe the deep Camino. And let's lock transparency here. Boom. I'm wondering if our lightsaber should have that kind of over the top of it as well. So it's like it's laying in there. I might change this up, but honestly, I think for now, because we are on a time crunch, that's good enough. So it's like it's in there, kind of, and then on top of everything, we are going to have, let's grab the light blue, maybe? And do some little froth. Like so. Let's go ahead and erase. Or I can actually use my polygonal lasso tool. Boom. And let's add some little chocolate flakes with this color. I think that's probably as good as it's going to get for now, because you know we're crunching on time. I would have liked to add this little guy, and then maybe look at me saying we're done, and then we are never done. There we go. There's a little hot chocolate. And like I said, I think it would be cool if we could have kind of added a little more detail to it, but we don't really have time for that. So let's group that together and let's convert that to smart object. Close enough. You know, it's getting there. The idea is there. Okay, how much time do we have left? I think we have, okay, we got about 10 minutes. So let's jump into Adobe Express. I'm gonna pop over to my face cam screen for now. You guys have to look at me, sorry. And I'm going to, I lied. No, not the intro, no. No. We're actually gonna drag these into a library because I have a high grounds library here that I've started. So let's, just drag these in here. No! Why would you ask me to do that? There's our little drink. Here's our blue milk. Why are you opening that? I don't know why it's opening a weird folder whenever I do that. That's weird. But we're gonna put those in there. So I have my graphics. Let's also, we want to add colors. So let's add our background color, add foreground color, our Sith gaze, our Kylo red, and I'm just hitting this plus button. I'm sampling. I'm holding Alt to sample a color, and then hitting add elements and hitting foreground color. So it just adds the color that I have selected. Boom. 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 So we have that, and then I also want to add my text. So there's my colors. Let's go ahead and say, let me go to my type. I should be able to, how did I add type before? Type was, let me highlight. Yeah, let's highlight. Yeah, character style, So there's Cubano, and then let's, character style. Okay, it's adding Cubano again. Let me type something specifically in Bebas New Pro. Add character style. Bebas New. Okay. It's got 2 Cubanos in there, but there's a little library for us to mess around with. How are we doing on time? 5 minutes. That's still enough time to kind of jump in here and take a peek. So, I have my libraries opened in Adobe Express, and it should, I'm going to pop over there so you guys can see in just a moment. Boom. Okay. So in Adobe Express, I have just navigated to my stuff and hit the libraries button, and all of that stuff is already in here with my fonts, with my assets, with my colors, everything that I need. So I am going to come in and start changing the color for this. Let's use all of our little drawings here and have them kind of pop up. I wonder if we could it's gonna take them a little while to load because they're pretty large. I'm wondering if we have like the ability to like legitimately animate them into like a little thing. Hopefully, I know that Jax is really big. So I'm hoping that it's not like it'll eventually do its little loading thing. Okay. So we've got our little items, and I think that what we want to do is say add some text. Add text. Let's make sure that this is, we're going to change this to Cubano. Yes, I want to access from the library. Yes, it's not there, but we can change it later. Let's go ahead and say that this is grounds. Oh, you know what? We have the logo. Hold on, let me put the logo in there from there. We should be able, let me go back to my stuff. Give it a little time to load. And I'm gonna say, can I say like check out our menu? I'm gonna refresh. Just see if we got our logo in there. Yeah. Might have to wait for it to load. I'm gonna say try our new menu. We could do like a grand opening. Maybe we should just say grand opening, because it's not open yet. But if we do like a grand opening, that could be cool. I think this would look neat. Let's grab our stuff here. I want to change this. Let me go to my stuff. Can I add this yet? Yes. Give it some time to load. I'm gonna put that right back there. It'll kind of pop in here. Maybe this is a connection. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Haha. What time is it? We've got a minute. About a minute. And it is taking things some time to load, unfortunately. And I'm sorry about that. I wish that it was not so. But I think that we can kind of get the idea of what I've got going on here. Trying to kind of bring our pieces in and do some branding for the project. Unfortunately, I don't think that some of my stuff in my library is loading, like to be able to change all of my my fonts and things. So maybe trying to do that. Usually when I do it on the fly, it's fine, but I think that this time it just maybe wasn't really working, unfortunately. But I think you can see where we can go, what we can do once we have all of our stuff created. Like I said, all of those assets are in the description below for you guys. So if you want to download it and play around and post some stuff on Instagram, please do. If you have any ideas for other kinds of things to put on the menu and you want to design them, please do it. Tag me. Let me add it to my stories and stuff, because this was really, really fun and you guys had some super cool ideas in the chat. That is all the time that I have left, unfortunately. But if I make some more animations and things for this project, I will definitely post it where you folks can see it. So please stick around because there's more design coming up after this, and I will catch you guys later. Adios, everyone.